don't think anyone makes friends with the intent to be like, I'm gonna cut you off one day and it's gonna fucking hurt. But why are you making it so fucking hard to be your friend? That was the day after my birthday. Leaning on your friends is okay, but like if you're not evolving together, you're gonna be left behind. Showing appreciation for your friends isn't just like thank yous. It's I'm working on myself. Honestly, this is bothering me so much. I'm mad at myself. Okay, so this past weekend, I went to Miami to celebrate one of my best friend's birthdays. Best friend is already, me saying that already feels really misaligned because that's just like not where I see her in my life. This is a girl that I met in college, like very early on. Since then, I think we've done a fair amount of growing apart, especially after graduating. In school, it was really easy to just like see each other conveniently and hang out with each other because of mutual friends. But I think after graduating is where you really put your friendships to the test and see how they step up for you when you're experiencing life problems and not like coming of life problems. I feel like coming of life problems, things that you deal with in school, such as going through your first breakup, having friend drama, making plans for the weekends, or like spending time on campus, like, you know, all those little elementary life lessons. But after graduating, I was going through things like depression for the first time, living by myself, starting over, living in a big city, working remotely, adjusting, family issues. Like, you know, I'm going through all these life changes, and so is she. In that time though, I did a really good job stepping up. I did a really good job still showing up for her, having really long FaceTime calls, even with a 3-hour time zone difference. You know, as a friend, you want to be like, okay, I appreciate you in my life. I want you in my life. Thank you for loving me even when it's hard. None of that. Your friends are there for you, but you cannot take advantage of your friends. You cannot take them for granted, and you cannot be someone who is so delusional in the sense where you can't identify like what your friends need, what your friendship needs, and how you can be a better friend for them too. I had this other friend in Chicago who literally was losing friends in every part of her life because of this toxic relationship she was in that went on for like over 2 years. You can lean on your friends for things, but like one quote that actually is really, really stuck with me in my life is, you help me, I help you. There's an extension of that quote where it talks about, I help myself to help you too. If you're not improving yourself as a person, you cannot show up for your friends as a good friend. If I wasn't evolving in my own life, learning how to be more self-aware, learning how to be more empathetic, being able to apologize, being able to step up, being selfless, being self-aware, if I'm not actively improving and evolving as a person, it's going to show in the way that I show up for my friends. And that is how people outgrow friendships. You're gonna be left behind if you're not evolving at the same pace. Leaning on your friends is okay, but like if you're not evolving together, and if you're also not doing the work to help yourself, you're gonna be left behind. So like if I'm going through something that's really, really tough and I'm not getting the help I need or putting the work in to be better or find ways that I can like de-stress or move forward, it's going to add more tension to a friendship. Everyone in life is going through problems, but if I'm constantly and only going to my friends about the loss of my mom or how much my life sucks or how much this career change is really hard, they're not gonna wanna be my friend anymore. I wouldn't wanna be my friend either. It's up to me to go to grief counseling, to find a therapist, find other ways to, you can't expect your friends to do all the heavy lifting for your own self-improvement. I can't expect that from my friends. Showing appreciation for your friends isn't just like thank yous and I love having you in my life. It's I'm working on myself and I'm showing you the results of that through my behavior. The longest lasting friendships in my life are the ones where we're both evolving at the same rate. We're going through life experiences together. We can lean on each other in ways that are mutually beneficial, and like we understand the values of each other and they don't misalign. And like when I was calling my best friend about this last night, I like explicitly told her, I was like, I don't want someone like this in my life. Me keeping a friendship like this around is also me not being a good friend to you. It's a reflection of you. I would be embarrassed to introduce her to my other friends because like she is not a reflection of myself. And also like if I decide to keep her around, how are you gonna think about me? You know, like I wouldn't want one of my best friends keeping around someone toxic because it's weighing them down. It's also weighing you down. making good decisions for myself, setting hard boundaries, doing the things that I want to do in life, and showing up as confident, showing up as happy makes me a stronger asset to the other people who choose to keep me in their life too. So that's kind of like the context of this friendship. All of this to say that when friends take you for granted, it's usually just a symptom of like a deeper issue, which is the fact that we've already grown apart. When you're in a friendship with someone or a relationship that you know is already problematic, but still really important to you and something that you still really want to hold on to, it's gonna be fucking hard for you to just be like, okay, bye. I don't think anyone makes friends with the intent to be like, I'm gonna cut you off one day and it's gonna fucking hurt. No one wants to do that. At this point in my life, I was like, you know what? I'm willing to keep this connection in my life still. Internally, I've already kind of set the boundaries and expectations of like, okay, you know what? If this isn't the best friend that I thought she was, and she can operate at like a different level instead and still be in my life, I'm okay with that, because keeping a relationship, a friendship that's meant so much to me is something that I want. I'm such a people person. I hate goodbyes. That's like the saddest thing in the world to me. So I went, and like, I've never felt the message of feeling taken for granted of so much more blatantly in my whole life. The first thing, no appreciation of being there. Okay. It's like 6 girls in total. Okay, like it's like 5 girls flying out from different parts of the world to come see her and celebrate her on her birthday in a really like ritzy place. Miami's not cheap. Why are we going to a really, really expensive steakhouse on your birthday when none of this was discussed? But also, why does it need to be discussed? I am so tired of being told to just speak up when something's bothering me or to be the bigger person. How about you be the bigger person and not put your friends in these situations? How come I'm always the one that's reminding people, telling people, being considerate of the situation, the plans, the event, what's happening, and making sure everyone's having a good and okay time? When other people can just walk around this earth, do things like they want to, and expect their friends to be the ones speaking up. No, a friendship requires a mutual exchange of thoughtfulness and empathy. Like, I can understand like wanting to go to a really nice dinner for your birthday. We pick one really nice restaurant, and then the rest of the weekend is like, you know, more chill, budget friendly. Like, we don't have to like, the next day, like we went to this like rooftop pool, and then afterwards we wanted to like just eat before like going out for the night. We were like, okay, yeah, like let's like DoorDash, like let's get like McDonald's or something. Like, I just want something easy and simple. And she just like runs off and is saying things like, I want to go to a crab shack. Like, I want seafood really bad. And like just goes with it. There's no like, how does that sound to you guys? Like, what do you guys want? Is this okay? I found one that's like really laid back. Like, no, I want to go to a crab house, and I'm gonna walk in front of everyone in the group, and we're all just gonna walk this way and find something that I want. How are you gonna say that and not even like, you're not even looking up a place on Google? What if everyone else doesn't want that? It's also your birthday. You think we're gonna feel comfortable saying like, why don't we just do our own thing? You think we want to do that? I would feel like such a bad friend if I couldn't be with my best friend on her birthday and eat with her. So I'm gonna sacrifice myself to have that shared experience with her. But why are you making it so fucking hard to be your friend? It's not fucking fair. It hurts a lot. And before the trip, you knew I was going through financial problems. You knew I was going through life changes. And I just feel like as a host, I would do everything in my power to make sure my friends were having a better time than me. And that's actually what I did for my birthday. Back in my other video where I'm talking about friendship expectations, that was the day after my birthday, and I was so upset because I had invited my friends for a birthday dinner, and like I really wanted it to be fun for everybody. The plan just didn't go as intended, and I was really upset because I didn't feel like everyone had a good time. Me experiencing this, me feeling this is what I wanted to avoid, which is why I put so much thought into making my birthday something that everyone was okay with and agreed on. Like, I feel like when there is like a really big disconnect in like being taken for granted of, it's just because like you don't realize that your friends don't have to be there. They choose to be there. It just honestly, the whole trip just felt like I was just like, it was a chore. Like, I wanted it to feel like a vacation and a trip, and I wanted to feel fun, but like it felt like an obligation. On top of it all, like the second part to this, with all of this lack of appreciation already being showed to me, there was a moment where she said something that really, really, really hurt me. Okay, I think this genuinely warrants like a whole separate video, but like they didn't do anything wrong to me is something I do not fuck with at all. A friend to all is a friend to none. I can't be friends with you if you are friends with someone who has fucked me over really bad. Not even just the fact that like, oh, well, if they did that to me, they could do that to you. But the fact that like, I look at my friends as an extension of myself. And if someone has waltzed in and hurt one of them, no way in hell am I keeping that other person in my life because they haven't done anything personally wrong to me. No, because someone who has done something wrong to you has also done something wrong to me. If she is so okay to say that like, I'm gonna defend this girl because she hasn't done anything wrong to me, even though I know what she's done to you, you don't take my trauma seriously. Lord knows how seriously you take your own trauma and the things that you deal with in your life. Fuck that. Actually, fuck that. I think I'm just like realizing how important loyalty is to me in just like my relationships and just throughout life. I'm so slow to trust. The second someone gives me a reason to not trust them anymore is like the only piece of evidence I need to just leave and never come back. Like if I ever got cheated on, you would never, ever hear from me again. The second I found out, I would not need any other information. I would need no other closure, no other conversation or reason or explanation. This happened, I've accepted it, and here's my answer. I'm gone. I'm the same with friendships. And like, I don't know if it's toxic, but like, I literally am so okay cutting people off from my life that hurt me. Like, I don't need people in my life. And I struggle with it so much because I'm such a people person. I love relationships. I love friendship. I love connection. But if you hurt me, I don't want to keep you around. I know how hard it is to get through trauma. I'm the one dealing with it. If you hurt me, I'm the one that has to pick up the pieces. You can apologize, you can try to make things right, but you will never be the one in my body trying to reconcile the pain and everything else that needs to happen before I'm okay again. You can't unshatter my reality. Like, no, like I don't know if it's something that like I need to change about myself, like if it's even valid for me to feel, but like that's literally how I feel. And like I'm so quick to just like pack up all my things and leave and cut someone out of my life because I don't want to deal with pain. I've dealt with so much pain in my life that in situations where you get to choose who's in your life, like a friendship, I'm so quick to take that privilege back. If someone hurts me in a friendship, I look at myself and say it's my fault because I chose to have you in my life and you decided to abuse that privilege and that's my fault. It's my fault because I let you do that. That's how I see it. And so if I continue to keep someone in my life that hurts me, I'm literally doing it to myself and I can't live with that because I'm protective of myself. I don't treat myself like shit because I'm the one that has to deal with it. Like, am I not tired of that? I'm so tired of dealing with my own problems. I don't want to give myself more problems. Why would I do that? Oh my God. Has anyone else dealt with this before? Like a long-term friendship that you just really wish didn't have to end, but like you have to end because it just misaligns with your values. Like, it's the worst feeling in the fucking world. We have all these memories, but I feel like if the only thing you can talk about is the past with the friendship, you've outgrown it. Because why can't you keep making more memories? Why can't you evolve from where you were in the past to where you are in the present and where you want to go? For me, after I graduated, I had people in my life who are stuck with when we first met, and people who have evolved beyond that have continued to build with me, evolving at the same time. It's hard, but it's possible. I'm allowed to have that expectation for myself. I'm doing so much of my own fucking heavy lifting. Why can't you guys do the same fucking shit? I know life is not only humbling me, life is humbling every single person on this earth. And like, there's no reason you can't be humbled by life, but keep continuing to see that as an opportunity to grow, evolve, and make your life stronger with the people you choose to be in it with. I can't be the only one thinking this. Like, oh my God, okay.